Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. At the top, police have 2 people in custody in connection with that shocking drive-by shooting on Shoreline Boulevard early Saturday evening. And the 6-year-old child who was shot has been airlifted to a hospital up in San Antonio. Our Jeff Dubroff is live on Shoreline Boulevard this evening with the latest developments in this case. Jeff.
Lee, the big piece police want the public to know is that this shooting was a targeted one and not random. The good news this evening, police do have 2 men in custody and charged with this shooting. Corpus Christi police arrested this man, 35-year-old Arnold Soto, and a 16-year-old late last night, charging both with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. This was the scene last night along Shoreline near Star and Taylor Street when Corpus Christi police say a 6-year-old boy was shot in the jaw while riding in his family's car. Police confirmed Soto and the juvenile were in a vehicle traveling northbound on Shoreline before the pair started shooting in an SUV carrying 5 people, including 3 children who were in the back seat. The 6-year-old shot was taken to Spawn Shoreline Hospital and later flown to San Antonio. Now, with today being Mother's Day, of course, plenty of people were taking in the nice weather and enjoying the day along Shoreline. We came down to speak with people who were out to see if they feel safe being in the area.
I was shocked. I mean, to be honest, I've worked here, this is my 3rd summer, and nothing like this has ever happened here. So I was totally shocked.
Hearing that a 6-year-old got shot, it's kind of just crazy that anyone could even think to do that. It's dangerous everywhere, but hearing that kind of story, it could be anyone.
Now, as we mentioned, this 6-year-old boy was taken from Spawn Shoreline to San Antonio. Now, we did try to get in contact with members of the victim's family who did decline to speak at this time. We are still working to update our viewers on his condition. Lee?
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Now, we'll be keeping you up to date on this story as more information does become available, and you can also follow along on our website, christv.com. Now, here's a look at the latest COVID-19 numbers for the Coastal Bend on this Sunday. The Nueces County Health Department reporting 3 new cases today. That is a total of 132 confirmed cases now. 78 of those people have since recovered. And at this time, no other counties here in the Coastal Bend area are reporting any new cases today. If that changes, we'll update you. Well, as more businesses across the state start to reopen, the folks who run tattoo parlors getting pretty frustrated that they can't open. Roland Rodriguez spoke with one local parlor owner today who wants some answers.
Bill McDaniel, owner of Fats Tats Tattoo Parlor, said he could see why his shop is viewed as non-essential, but said it's 100% essential for him and his family.
Yeah, we've probably lost about $20,000 of revenue since we've been closed.
Countless tattoo studio owners feel they should be categorized alongside nail and hair salons and be allowed to open.
It's frustrating because we're under the same guidelines as they are. And in fact, we're a lot safer because we're trained in cross-contamination and disease prevention.
The coronavirus has forced people to change habits to stay healthy, but the artists say the kind of work they do already forces them to take precautionary steps.
The governor made a plea to not be able to evict tenants, but it doesn't stop them from doing it after this is over. So I still have to pay my rent and take care of everything just like if we were open.
The bottom line is that tattoo shops just want to be given the same consideration as other businesses that have been allowed to reopen.
Right now, the governor has us classified in the same category as sex shops and strip clubs. It's not us.
McDaniel and other tattoo artists have come together and tell me they are planning on suing the state of Texas for violating their civil rights. Roland Rodriguez, Chris, 6 News.
Well, the next round of statewide reopening is set for May 18th. Fitness classes, gyms, and other exercise facilities are on that list. Offices will also be allowed to reopen, but will be limited to 25% of their staffs. And manufacturing facilities can also reopen, and they also will have to adhere to that 25% rule. Well, this morning, the Corpus Christi Cathedral celebrated its first public mass in quite a while. As you may remember, the diocese suspended public services like this nearly 2 months ago because of the pandemic, but parishioners were back today following some new rules, including social distancing, face coverings, and communion served by hand only with no sharing of the cup. Well, the public libraries here in Corpus Christi will reopen tomorrow with some restrictions. The operating hours for all of the libraries will be from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Now, you'll have to make a reservation for computer time using the copy machine or accessing public documents, and you will not be allowed inside without a reservation. Visitors will also be required to wear a face mask and maintain social distancing. Curbside service for the library is still available for many materials you might want to check out. The hours for that are from 2 p.m. till 5:30 in the afternoon. Well, several of the city's public swimming pools are also opening up. Now, the Collier Pool opened this weekend and the natatorium will reopen tomorrow. And again, there are some restrictions. The pools are only for lap swimming. You can only swim in the lane that you're assigned to. And again, you have to make a reservation. You can check our website, christv.com, for information on pool hours and also making a reservation.
The Rebound Coastal Bend was created by Chris 6 News to help you navigate through this frustrating and vulnerable time in our communities and nation's history. The current financial crisis has left many in and around the Coastal Bend unemployed for the first time. And while federal, state, and local aid is available, it's not always easy to access. We're here for you through the Rebound Coastal Bend. We will tackle unemployment issues, showcase inspirational stories of reinvention, and hold local and state leaders accountable for seeing us through the financial impact of the coronavirus. The Rebound Coastal Bend will help you bounce back.
You know, lots of folks who are struggling financially right now have turned to SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, to keep food on the table. Now, applying for this program can be a bit of a hassle, but fortunately, you can get some help with that. Here's our Chelsea Torres to explain how.
Over 41,000 people in Nueces County are considered food insecure. The COVID-19 pandemic only made matters worse.
There's definitely quite a bit of food insecurity in our area, and so SNAP, again, it's supplemental, it's considered to be supplemental, but definitely during this time could help out so many families.
The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP, helps low-income individuals and families buy the food they need for good health. Kate Hilliard is the manager who oversees the SNAP program at the Coastal Bend Food Bank. She says they offer guidance when applying for supplemental benefits.
Overall, the fastest way to get those benefits is to do it online, to have the documentation ready to go, so that all is taken into consideration when an application is done.
Here's what you'll need: household income from all sources, how many people live in your household, proof of rent and bills, documents showing what you spend your money on, proof of child support, and health insurance information. And because of COVID-19, interviews are currently not required. Once you have applied, the next step is waiting. Hilliard says the question asked the most is how to speed up the process.
How can I put in my application quicker? How can it be approved quicker? And again, that's going to go through doing it on the website. That is going to be the fastest way to get approval.
For the Rebound Coastal Bend, I'm Chelsea Torres.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. Time now to get your first look at the forecast, and here is meteorologist Bill Alexander, who is joining us from home. Hey there, Bill.
Hey, how you doing, Lee? I tell you what, it has been a glorious, glorious Mother's Day across the Coastal Bend, with temperatures soaring into the lower to middle 80s. Let's take a look at your live WeatherBug camera out at AOC Auto Parts in Calallen, where you've got an east wind at 13 miles an hour and even 80 degrees and no rain during the last 24 hours. Now, here's what it looks like area-wide. Lower to middle 80s, yes. Generally easterly flow at 8 to 15 miles an hour, but our local Doppler is showing no precipitation anywhere close by. You have to back way on out into West Texas to see anything going on, and that's way out there. And that's going to be another day and a half before it makes it here. We're going to be talking about the process for that, how much rain to expect, and what the rest of the week looks like coming up later in your full forecast. Lee?
All right, thank you very much, Bill. Well, still to come on Chris 6 News at 5, the nation's meat supplies are down, and that's affecting one of our best-known fast food chains. We'll have more on that. Stay with us. Also, since it's Mother's Day, we wanted to recognize some of our moms, and we're going to be showing you their pictures as we go to commercial breaks throughout this newscast.
Breaking records for our clients. Thomas J. Henry, available 24/7, nights and weekends.
I'm attorney Chris Bandis. I help real people with real problems, and I can help you too.
My name is Whitney, and I'm a real Chris Bandis client. I was a worker at one of the boot stores here in Corpus when all of a sudden the ceiling fell on me. Who am I gonna call? Bandis Law Firm. And then within an hour, they said they would represent me. And it was amazing. They did everything for me. I didn't have to do a thing. I'm truly happy with what I got. If you're hurt here in South Texas, you better call Bandis.
Call 222-2222.
Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, tonight on NBC.
We print 20 mil, one big run.
It's literally nail polish remover, hydrogen peroxide, and bleach.
Yeah, and then what?
Whatever we want.
It's time to think about your old air conditioning system. Hi, I'm David Matthews with CCAC Air Conditioning. Right now we're having a pre-season special. With every new Lennox system, we'll include a 3-year labor warranty and a Wi-Fi thermostat. That allows you to control your system from anywhere with your smartphone. So hurry for this limited time offer. To deal with a locally owned company you can trust, just call us. We are constantly concerned about customers.
Well, welcome back. Even though some parts of the country are reopening, the impact of shutdowns still rippling through the nation's food industries. Meat supplies, for example, are down and prices are going up. And one of our best-known fast food chains is out of beef now at some of its restaurants. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has that story.
At some Wendy's restaurants and across social media, a burning question.
Where's the beef?
The fast food giant is the latest company hit hard by the pandemic because of its reliance on fresh beef.
Out of patties?
Yeah. It's yanking burgers off the menu in some locations in many states across the country. One analyst estimates nearly a fifth of the chain's restaurants are out of beef.
It's a little crazy. It's the time we're living in now.
Wendy says we expect this to be temporary, but it comes after some grocery chains limited meat purchases. Nationwide, many meat and poultry plants have temporarily shut down after thousands of workers contracted coronavirus. There have been confirmed cases at 120 facilities in Pennsylvania alone. Across the country, meat prices are now up as much as 25%.
It's up significantly in this last few weeks. It's something we're watching daily.
Customers at this 88-year-old butcher shop in New York are already noticing.
This Italian sausage has gone up about 20% in the past week.
Yeah. Owner Robert Esposito says he's never seen a price hike this sudden.
I had to raise my prices last week, as I think many stores have, and I think it's going to even keep on going higher within the next couple of weeks. That's what I'm told.
Retail demand for Tyson's beef has jumped by at least 30%, but the company expects overall sales to drop because of lost business in the restaurant industry. The battered supply chain is a monumental blow to farmers. Al Van Beek in Iowa says he has nowhere to ship his hogs.
How much longer will your farm be able to survive?
Well, I can tell you that if we keep going at the rate we're going, we're looking at months, not years.
Well, still to come, a special treat for some moms today who wanted to spend a nice day outdoors. We'll have that story for you right after this.
Whether we're handling a multi-million-dollar catastrophic injury case or a $15,000 car wreck case, you're going to have our full attention. The call and the consultation are free. I'm here and I'm ready to listen.
Doesn't matter when you call, they're on it.
Hello,
I'm Sean Strawbridge, Chief Executive Officer of the Port of Corpus Christi. As the leading energy port in the nation, the Port of Corpus Christi is vital to our nation's economy and our national security. Over 1 million workers' livelihoods are dependent upon our ability to remain open for business. As we combat the spread of this global pandemic, our incident management team continues to work in close collaboration with our partners, including the U.S. Coast Guard, Customs and Border Protection, and the Nueces County Department of Public Health. We continue to support our healthcare professionals and first responders through the distribution of meals, and most recently, in partnership with HEB, we coordinated the distribution of over 1,000 gallons of hand sanitizer to first responders and area hospitals. Whether in calm seas or troubled waters, we are united, and together we are port strong.
The Hicks Auto Group hopes you and your family are healthy and safe. Hicks Auto Group is open and ready to serve your automotive needs. Service or sales, we're here for you. We're doing everything we can to ensure that our facility and vehicles are clean and safe. To better serve you, we're prepared to pick up and deliver all vehicles for sales and service. Schedule service or purchase your vehicle completely online with our Hicks Fastlane tool at edhicks.com. Join the Hicks family online today at edhicks.com.
The coronavirus has left many people not knowing where to turn to for answers. That's why Chris 6 News created Rebound Coastal Bend. It's everything you need to get you through these difficult times. Visit christv.com/rebound to learn more.
Your local DQ is serving up the treats and eats every Texan deserves. Drive through at any DQ with delivery and online ordering where available. Treat yourself today. DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
Well, a special treat today for moms who spent Mother's Day out at the Botanical Gardens. The admission for them was free today, and we caught up with a mother and daughter who told us they didn't know about the free admission. And even though some parts of the gardens are off limits because of the pandemic, they were happy just to be outside and enjoy a nice day.
It's nice to be able to go somewhere together.
Now, the state allowed facilities like the Botanical Gardens to reopen as long as they followed the governor's guidelines. And as you can see, families today were practicing social distancing and they were wearing those face coverings as required.
Now, your Chris 6 weather forecast with meteorologist Bill Alexander.
Hey, good afternoon, folks. It turned out to be a glorious day across the coastal bend for your Mother's Day. Look at these temperatures out there. We've got an even 80 degrees on your live weather bug camera out at I-37 and sun tide. Lots of sun out there. You got an east wind at 13 miles an hour right now. We did make it up to 81 degrees today, which is exactly what we thought it was going to be after that morning low of 65, also exactly what we were expecting. We're also looking at a very pleasant only 20 mile per hour wind gust, just enough to make things comfortable out there. Unfortunately, no rain. We could use some. We'll do that for another day. This is what we're seeing, though. Basically, fair skies across the area. A little ridge in the upper atmosphere is keeping us dry and stable, at least for now. But as we showed you right off the top of the newscast, there are some big-time storms way out in West Texas. That's where a weak upper-level disturbance is making its way towards us right now, producing those thunderstorms, even a marginal risk for severe storms over far West Texas and over the New Mexico high plains. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s over most of the state, and that's what you're seeing around here as well. And ranging from the upper 70s along the immediate coastline to the lower and even middle 80s in the interior. Water at Malachite is 78 degrees, but the humidity is very comfortable. We're looking at dew points ranging from the middle 50s in the interior to the middle, even upper 60s along the coastal zones. These winds are going to stay out of the east tonight, and then as you move on into your Monday, especially in the afternoon, they become more southeasterly, and that starts to bring the moisture back in. As you'll see, those winds continue picking up speed, momentum, Tuesday on into Wednesday. Pretty good gusts out there, and that at least begins to bring the moisture back in. But notice, even though it brings it further inland, it's not raising those dew points to uncomfortable level. 70, 71 is not that bad. It's not 77 or 78. And the reason, a weak little wind shift line. There's a weak little front that comes on through here and moderates that humidity. Now what that also does is limit our chance for severe thunderstorms. And we're just looking at a few showers Monday, a little bit less so on your Tuesday. And any energy from those storms will be passing off to our north. So that's what we're going to be watching. In the short term, modest amounts of rain. We'll see that mainly to our south and west, and then later on across our northern tier of counties there on your late Tuesday afternoon. And so we'll have to wait till past this time towards the weekend to see some more appreciable amounts of rain, and that'll be Saturday and Sunday with a series of disturbances moving across our area. So here's what we're looking at, long range, a significant amount of rain well to our north, but modest but plentiful rain around here. We're looking at temperatures dropping into the upper 60s tonight under mainly clear skies, partly cloudy at times, a few showers Monday and Tuesday, a better chance of rain that'll be coming up towards the end of the week. So that's what it's looking like, a gradual warming trend with a better chance of rain this weekend. Lee?
All right, thank you very much, Bill. Well, coming up after this next break, Alan Harwell takes us to a popular Flower Bluff restaurant that's a twofer, offering some unique food and community service on the side. Stay with us.
NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt, covering coronavirus with facts over fear.
How do we know who belongs in isolation? What should we be conscious of? What's being worked on today?
At a time of national crisis, turn to the most trusted TV news anchor in America.
I'm attorney Chris Bandis. I help real people with real problems, and I can help you too.
My name is Mavis, and I'm a real client of Chris Bandis. A friend of mine told me about Chris, how nice he was, how easy he was to talk to, and I chose him. And I didn't have to come up with any money at all to get him working on my case. The insurance company made me a low offer. Chris Bandis said no way, and he got me a lot more. Just call the twos.
At Allison Flooring America, we're proud to be the place friends send friends. And with all the challenges you're facing, we're doing everything we can to be a great friend to you. If you're planning on new floors for your family, we hope this offer can keep your projects moving forward. Up to $1,000 might not be enough right now, so we're adding 0% interest for 18 months. Friends are there for each other. This is Sandy Allison. Allison Flooring America is here for you.
Kimcell Federal Credit Union, serving our customers since 1951. Times are really difficult right now, and we want to be here for you to weather the storm together. Because for nearly 70 years, we've been helping families like yours with auto, home, and personal loans, offering the most competitive rates and the best customer service. With Kimcell, you're in control of your financial future with access to 4 local branches and mobile banking at your fingertips. Make the right move to Kimcell Federal Credit Union. We're here for you.
Are you over 50 and unable to work because of a physical or mental problem? Call us today, 1-855-755-6550. Unable to lift over 10 pounds on a regular basis? Unable to stand in one place for 2 hours? You may be entitled to Social Security disability. Call the law office of Kathleen L. Day to get the help you need and deserve. Call the law office of Kathleen L. Day, your local Texas disability firm. Call now, 1-855-755-6550.
This is We're Open Coastal Bend, made possible by NEC Co-op Energy.
Well, tonight's edition of We're Open takes us to a brand new locally owned restaurant that can pretty much make anything. Here's our Alan Harwell.
Flower Bluff is a growing community, getting bigger all the time. More restaurants are also popping up. One of the new ones here in Flower Bluff is the Bar and Grill, right down the street from the high school.
They have a wide variety of menu options, specializing in Americana with a Texas twist, like this chicken fried steak and this chili cheese dog, and even a Philly cheesesteak egg roll. And there's more.
We are doing unique burgers that
No one else is doing anywhere in the area a hot and spicy burger that has queso and chorizo and hot Cheetos on it.
Well, between me and Rob, we can cook anything, so we just want to be able to accommodate anyone in any way.
The Bar and Grill in Flower Bluff has only been around since late December, but already they're making a huge impact. They offered big discounts when it comes to catering schools. In fact, they recently cooked up 150 enchilada plates for teachers at Veterans Memorial High School. Judy Herndon says, the drive to Flower Bluff was well worth it.
The quality of the food is great, the service is great. You can always count on that here. And we were on a limited budget, and so of course they were able to work with us.
And the Bar and Grill has a huge heart for those struggling with the COVID-19 pandemic.
We're all local, we're all in the community, so we're able to help out, so we are. Every Tuesday from 3 to 5, we're giving free meals to anyone affected by the COVID-19. It's sponsored by all of our restaurants, Rock and Roll Sushi Lounge on the island, here at the Bar and Grill, and at Mudbug's Cajun Ice House. That's the pickup location. And we're just making a bunch of meals and giving them out.
No strings attached.
No strings attached, it's all free.
The Bar and Grill in Flower Bluff is open 7 days a week. Alan Harwell, Chris 6 News.
We're Open Coastal Bend is made possible by NEC Co-op Energy.